Hello, my name is Anissa Dominguez, and this is my CCHE 690 video for my portfolio project. About my educational experience so far, I graduated with my bachelor's degree back in 2019 at the University of Arizona. I received my degree in political science, but I had a focus on law and public policy with a minor in family studies and human development. And currently, I am finishing up my master's program in educational leadership in higher education and community colleges at NAU, and I should be graduating this May 2023. Next up, I wanted to highlight my careers within the University of Arizona. So I've been working for the University of Arizona all the way since I was a student worker till now. Previous careers, I worked at the university more like administrative platforms, but I really wanted to work one-on-one with students and really work my way up from there. So my first career where I really was able to work directly with students was as an enrollment counselor with Arizona Online. So I've been there since May 2020, and I left in May 21. I was really able to work with students through online admissions, and I pursued this career pathway intentionally because I really wanted to go into advising next, which is what I did afterwards as an online academic advisor for business students at Arizona Online. I've been doing that since May 21, and that's what I'm currently working in as well. I love advising. It's exactly what I thought it would be and more. However, as much as I enjoy it, I do hope to, maybe transition to more of a leadership position somewhere within the University of Arizona after graduating. So I'm still hoping to keep growing, still learn about higher education some more through my professional experience. Within my latest careers, they've really given me the opportunity to grow. Before, as an enrollment counselor, that's where I first learned to interact with students and learn how to have conversations with them, to be a resource as well and be supportive. By the time I went to advising, that's a big part of the job as well. So I already had that foundation down, which was amazing and helped me have a smooth transition. But I got to learn a lot more and I got to get new skills and experience within advising. So one of the experience I had was hiring and training new onboarding advisors. So I got to do this with our past two, recent hire groups, which wasn't a phenomenal experience. I never did any hiring before or hands-on training, so this was my first time doing it this past year, and I actually came to really enjoy it. I hope to keep doing it again in the future with any future hiring at our college. Next is I work with a lot of different student types. Originally, I thought I would just focus on online, which I primarily do, but I've had opportunities to work with main campus students and even sometimes students just outside of my major online. So it's just kind of helped me be a little bit more well-rounded. I also participate and help organize events like graduation for our online students and also transfer events as well. Just throughout, my experience too, I've just been improving my skills. I learned to better multitask. I've also learned how to communicate better and also better outreach to improve, my relationship with students online, because I do get a lot of emails because that's how my students mainly reach out to me. So kind of learning to be a little bit quicker and also better at communicating through that platform has really helped a lot in my job too. I got to take on new responsibilities as well. I recently took up course audits recently from one of our upper division advisors. I helped her out with that. And, time management is also a skill that I'm still working on every day. And I think I do pretty well in, but of course we can always improve. So that's something as well. And lastly, just getting more familiar and comfortable with university policy and curriculum, because that is something that's always changing. And recently the University of Arizona changed their curriculum model too. So just kind of being quick on my feet to getting comfortable with these changes and also reminding myself about them so I can better inform students. Something fun I wanted to add to my video are some comments that my students have said about me after our advising appointments. In my department, we send out anonymous surveys to students just to hear and get back feedback from, their advising appointment. These are the favorite ones that I had within mind that I wanted to share with everybody. And something that's really nice about these, feedbacks, comments are, I usually like to read them whenever I feel kind of burnt out or if I had a really busy week, just because they just remind me why I love working with students and also just remind me the goal I have for myself and that I am providing, knowledgeable experiences and also warm environments, with all of my students. I have goals for the near and distant future of my career. More in the near future, what I kind of hope to do potentially after graduation is I do want to explore new careers at the University of Arizona. I do love my current job in advising, but I think I'm ready to see what else is out there, maybe explore maybe a leadership type position next. I've applied for jobs so far, like a senior advisor, maybe like a coordinator position too, but I'm still open to kind of look around. I kind of want to gain some manager type experience as well in a career, so that's what I'm going to be looking for. Next is I do want to teach a college class. I applied to a adjunct instructor position, and I hope maybe that could be something I can do as well in the near future. Moving on to more in the distance, I am considering applying for a PhD program. I might move this up closer to the near future mark, but I'm still kind of thinking it through, trying to look at the programs that are offered at all the universities here in Arizona. So I'm still kind of pending and thinking this one through, but it is definitely something I do want to accomplish one day. And next, my ultimate dream career is probably to be a dean or a professor. So that's kind of what I'm going to really aim for in the long run. I also want to highlight my key takeaways from the master's program. Number one, I really learned a lot more about higher education. For example, something that I was really interested in was that there's a lot of politics when it comes to higher education, and I didn't really think that there was until starting the program. And I used to be, a political science major in college. So that was really interesting to see and kind of connect what I already knew about, politics and kind of comparing it to higher education. So I really loved making that connection and just learning more about higher education. Two, I learned to collaborate with peers and instructors of our courses. I didn't think I was really going to get that opportunity online, but I did. And I was a little worried about it just because we're all adults. We all have different, times we're available and such, but it actually worked out pretty well. And it was kind of fun to have that one-on-one connection with classmates and instructors. Number three is networking. In our leadership class, we got to interview someone in higher education, and that was just a great opportunity to meet someone new, build that connection, and also just network with them for future, opportunities. Number four, balance, time management. I already felt like I had that a little bit, down pretty well, but of course I can always improve, and working full time and going to school, that really helped me brush up on those skills more. And I feel like I've really gotten better at balancing and just time management in general. Number five, professional growth and development. I feel like throughout this program, we always thought about our careers. We learned about jobs, interviewing and such. So all of that is just going to help me, moving forward as I continue to grow in my career. Next up is career exploration. The program really kind of dived deep into that, which I didn't really expect either. But it was just kind of eye-opening to see what else is pretty much out there for students within this program too. Even things that maybe I haven't considered yet, but I'm always open, so it's just great to see other options. And overall, leadership. I don't really have much experience in leadership before starting this program, but as I kind of started it, I learned it on the academics end, and also in my current career, I learned a little bit more as well. So kind of using both to kind of grow as an individual was really helpful, and an eye-opening experience. And for my last slide, for all the graduates in my class, who's ready to graduate? I know I am. I just want to thank everybody for a wonderful experience throughout this program. To all my classmates, to my professors, thank you so much. It's been a worthwhile experience, and I really look forward to the future.